Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment explains it. We gonna get to explaining. Black Panther. Issue 15. Big Vibranium doing big things, and we get to see T'Challa flex in his new pajamas. So, let's get to it and do it because we want it right. But before we do that, let's do what we need to do so we can do what we want to do. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. I also will do what I need to do on my end to make sure things are happening the way they should be happening so you can get my videos. I think I summed that up quite well. Bump it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it and talk about it. Black Panther, issue number 15. Bo bam. There we go. We skipped that usual because that is the same. The bottom paragraph. Through his allies, strong. Through his allies, Storm, thank you, and Killmonger, the Black Panther sought the aid of Inan, the Sorcerer Supreme, to understand the magical mysteries of vibranium, but in doing so, unleashed an angry spirit called the Progenitor, or Big Vibranium, as I like to refer to him as, who attacked Wakanda and then escaped to Nigeria, where it possessed a Nigerian special ops agent named Adi. Now, we know after it got to Adi, it also got to an American, I think she was like a CIA agent or whatever. I'd have to go back and look at the last issue. But a blonde-haired white woman is currently the shell that Big Vibranium is wearing. But let's get into this story and see what's going on with the goings on. We come across this big balling guy in Nigeria who has a big banging house and a nice car, and he's got a doorman at his spot, and they welcoming him back to his home. And in his home, there is someone, because they done broke his nice table, got blood on his floor, got blood on his walls, and been dragging somebody dead, or at the very least, bloody, through his house. And we find out it is, looky there, it is the blonde-haired Caucasian woman who survived the helicopter crash from last issue. And right now, she is the current husk which the Progenitor is inhabiting. And clearly he has murdered this gentleman's wife and told him, your wife misses you. Why don't you go join her? Okay. Let's move on to something less aggressive. We got T'Challa and Ororo, who are also in Nigeria, and they are talking to a Nigerian bureaucrat who they are trying to get to give them the dark vibranium that they have in their possession. And Storm's kind of in there like, she's a little aggressive. She's a lot of aggressive. She's making people uncomfortable. And my man even says so. Tell your woman to sit down. She's making me uncomfortable. But she goes on to tell him, I ain't his woman. And if you keep on, I'm going to give you something to be uncomfortable about. Storm ain't playing in a 6160. She's very aggressive. And again, T'Challa's asking this man about dark vibranium. You need to turn it over. He don't know who T'Challa is. He ain't even heard of Wakanda. But he's telling him, bruh, I'm the king of that country, and you need to give up that dark vibranium. And he's saying he don't have no dark vibranium. But Storm like, you lying. She's so aggressive. She's so very aggressive. And T'Challa asks again, and my man says no. Just before a bullet goes through his brain. Oh my. Let the action begin. T'Challa tells Ororo, hit the deck, girl. But she is instrumental in making things happen because she uses her lightning and blinds the assassin, who then jumps on a motorcycle, does his best Evil Knievel impression, and shimmies down a rope. But did we notice those clothes coming off? Now, here's what I got an issue with. Bottom panel. If somebody gets kicked in the face like that, they are losing something. Their conscience being among it. But this guy appears to be made of sterner stuff because he doesn't fall down. He pulls out a gun. He's a pretty sturdy fella. And him and T'Challa are mixing it up. T'Challa hits him once. T'Challa hits him twice. T'Challa hits him 3 times with some pretty substantial blows to the chest, a knee to his face, and another kick to his grill. This guy still doesn't go down. In fact, he throws a grenade into the crowd to distract T'Challa. But T'Challa is not by himself. And he lets that person know, we know who it is, Ororo. We need him alive. So if she was aggressive like that in the office, imagine how aggressive she's going to be using her powers on this guy. He got the thunder, the lightning, and everything else. T'Challa asks if he's still alive. He's alive. He probably don't feel very good, but he's still alive. And of course, he's being interrogated by T'Challa and Ororo. And he thinks Ororo and T'Challa are Americans. They explain to him that they are not Americans. And this man just happens to be the brother of Adi. You remember that Special Forces guy that was nice with his hands and stabbing everybody, and Big Vibranium took him over first? His brother seems to be just as adept and skilled as he is, but he didn't get took over. He's letting them know that he knows his brother's dead. He knows that he knows pretty much the same things that T'Challa and Ororo know about Big Vibranium. But in addition to that, he also knows Ororo and T'Challa are not looking for an artifact or a relic. They are looking for a gateway. So these scientists in Nigeria have some vibranium, and they are using it to open a gateway. A gateway? To where? Where are these scientists opening a gateway to? And how is it going to affect T'Challa, Wakanda, the 6160 in general? Real quick, I just want to commentate on pacing, because a lot of people have been talking about this comic and they're complaining about the pacing of it. Don't get mad at Bryan Hill, okay? Because Bryan Hill and Stefano Caselli don't have the last say about what goes on in that book they're writing and illustrating. C.B. Cebulski has the final say about what does and doesn't go on in that comic. So if we are having a problem with pacing, people on Twitter who like to complain about things, address your complaint to the person that it needs to be addressed to. That would be 1CB Cebulski. Courtesy of that email address. Hit him up. Tell him you don't like the pacing in Ultimate Black Panther. It's slow. We need more action. T'Challa kicked somebody upside the head like 3-4 times and they didn't go down. Maybe T'Challa needs to be stronger. T'Challa's knocking some people out, but some people aren't getting knocked out when he hits them. Stefano Caselli, as usual, wonderful job with the art. Other than the fact that my man got kicked in his face twice and punched in his chest and didn't go down, and you fighting T'Challa, the Black Panther, buddy, you getting ready to become something in this universe. And if you don't, where all that strength come from? I would be inclined to admit that the pacing is a little bit pedantic, but it's not pedantic enough to the point where I'm like, all right, y'all ain't doing nothing with this Black Panther. It just seemed like y'all going in circles, I want to see what develops because this is actually a whole nother story arc. We just got done with Khonshu. We just got done with Moon Knight. So let's see what's going on with Big Vibranium. Yeah, y'all be expected to be entertained immediately. Give me the action now. Let him cook, y'all. Let him cook. This is only the 15th issue. Let's celebrate the fact that a Black Panther comic book got to 15 issues. Because they cut Neve off at 10. Only gave Cheryl 3 in that Blood Hunt storyline. I mean, that was great writing and great art, and didn't nobody do nothing with it. Oh, that's right. Fareed went back over to Avengers. So, I don't know. Y'all stay focused. Y'all stay tuned. Give them to 20. If ain't nothing happening in issue 20, then ain't nothing gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So give them a chance. Rock on out to issue 20. If ain't nothing happening after 20 issues, I'll be right there with y'all. Feel me? That's it for now, y'all. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.